All right, Merry Christmas, people. How are you doing? Eric here, and let's talk The Witcher 2. I watched it about a week ago, and I loved it. I really enjoy The Witcher. I think so far everything's been well done. Geralt, Henry Cavill, is exceptional this season. Well, the first season, we, we got introduced to Yennefer, Geralt, Ciri, all these characters. So now we're just rolling into season two. We know these characters. Where's the plot going to take us? And yeah, so that's pretty much. I loved it. There's a lot more politics in this season. Not so much, not as many monster of the week, or monster of the episode, whatever. Um, Not as many monsters. I feel like it wasn't that episodic in terms of that, like it was the first season. But yeah, more political, focused more on different groups of people vying for different things, following what their agendas are, I guess. So yeah, still though, when there are monsters, it's freaking epic. Um but yeah, I mean, just I thought it was a great second season. Apparently the third has been greenlit, so cannot wait to see where that goes. So that was a brief non spoilers. Let's Now I'm going to get into the spoilers. So first season was incredibly strong. I mean, the mystery of the disappearance of these people from this town to meeting Geralt's friend who got cursed and turned into a warthog, and then the guy like just being sketchy, no, like something's off about him. Come to find out, he's got a cat, and this cat is this freaking, I don't even remember what the monster was called. This human bat, bro. That when that freaking cat crawled down from the ceiling. This freaking girl crawled down from the ceiling, making all these screechy noises and turning her head. Ooh, that was like perfect Witcher vibes. That's what. Oh, so freaking creepy. And then when she like screamed, showed all these gnarly, nasty teeth. That was just awesome. That was such a good episode. The warthog just lying through his teeth the entire time. Meanwhile, Geralt is being honest about Ciri and his intentions and what he want, how he wants to protect her, um, and then to come, they had this big battle at the end, and then come to find out that he was cursed because he raped a priestess or a nun or something. Oh, and then the whole time you're feeling bad for him. After the curse is lifted, you're like, awesome. This nasty, succubus looking Batgirl creature is feeding off of him, and he's being kind and offering himself up so she can feed and stay with him, and she's the only one who loves him, like likes him for who he is. And then you come to find out why he got cursed, and it's just now all of a sudden that whole build up of feeling bad for him is just gone. What a great, and then they just leave. What a great intro. Um, Second episode, so that was like the first kind of standalone journey episode. Now we get into Care More. I don't remember what it was called, but now we're getting into where the Witcher goes to recover, where every other Witcher goes to recover, and we see other Witchers. We see like the father of Witchers. Why can I not remember his name? Kaer Morhen. I pulled up the episodes. Vesemir, yeah, Vesemir, the father of the Witchers there. And you were learning a little bit of history about the first Witcher. Apparently, there's going to be like another movie, might be animated, that focuses on the origin of the first Witcher. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to read the books because I just love The Witcher. Like it makes me want to play the game, makes me want to read the books. I love this gritty world where there's demons and monsters. And anyways, I just love being introduced to the lore of it. The other Witcher, Ciri, kind of out of place here, but then I think this was the episode with the Lushy. Let me look. I think if it's not this one, it's the next, whatever. But that dude, who was his name? That dude coming in. Yennefer Strange could be the key. Oh yeah, I forgot about Yennefer coming in. Uh, Eskiel making his appearance. Apparently, he's important in the books. I don't know. Eskiel coming in with that boasting about taking out a Lushy, starting that whole thing. That was a sweet monster. The Lushy was a badass monster, not gonna lie. And meanwhile, Yennefer is alive on the other side. She's been taken by the elves. So then you got this. Now you got that whole plot, and there's a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to unpack everything. There was a lot to unpack this season. So now that we've been introduced to Kaer Morhen and all the Witchers and Ciri's there, she starts her training montage. Eye of the Tiger montage of getting stronger and proving that she's capable. Meanwhile, she's having these visions. She's wanting to find out her past. And the Witcher's trying to help her control her powers and uncover that. Wow, I'm just talking about it. There is so much that goes on. And then Yennefer being captured by the elves, going to the hut. Yennefer, Fringilla, and Francesca going to going into that tomb with the one demon that they entombed down there and not enslaved, confined down in there, and her feeding off of the negative energy that's happening to these two. It's just Yennefer losing her powers and doing whatever she could to recover it. Fringilla becoming the control of that control of that town and losing power, and then Francesca having a baby and it dying or getting murdered. Like, what the heck, dude? There is so much to unpack. Holy cow! I couldn't even begin to get this down. Like, I'm gonna have to make this short. But yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it this season. I enjoyed how we slowly uncover Ciri's powers and we learn more that she's elven blood, highborn blood, I guess. She's got incredible powers, and everyone is now vying for her power for some reason or another. The elves think that she could save them. The big reveal at the end that those people, whatever kingdom is what is the kingdom that's attacking her? It's actually her father. I honestly didn't see that coming. Um, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I particularly like that part of it. I wish they wanted her for like evil means, not for that's her daughter. I feel like that whole conflict, whatever kingdom that is, could have been avoided if he literally just told the crow guy, "Hey, your father's alive and he's looking for you." End of conflict. He wouldn't have had to destroy her. I mean, well, he probably was after. He was probably wanting to destroy everything from the beginning. But I mean, yeah, that whole reveal, I wasn't like a major fan of it. I don't think. Yeah, I would have rather him just been dead from the get go. But we'll see where it goes. Hopefully, it goes in a decent direction. Cause now that she knew that that dude, her father, destroyed her kingdom that she was a part of, and her killed her grandmother, and that'll make for an interesting dynamic and an emotional one at that. But we'll see. I mean, so far they've done pretty decent on the show, so or really well. It'll be interesting where they take that. But yeah, Geralt going to look at the monoliths and and uncovering how the monoliths work. They're like a beacon, and the spheres collided and then uncollided, and just finding out the lore of this world has so far been fascinating. Meanwhile, you got the elves now attacking another kingdom. That kingdom wanting a hand and gaining power and trying to capture Ciri and sending. I don't know if they sent that flame dude, but that everyone is after Ciri. And now that she was like possessed by the Demon Queen, and that ending fight was with the Basilisk was freaking awesome. I'm surprised that they didn't, out of sheer anger, kill Ciri at the end. I feel like she'll have to leave now, but uh, her opening that portal, bringing in the Basilisk in, and that just immense fight was awesome. Then them the sending her going to that other sphere with them, the hunters, whatever. I don't know what the people on the horses. That'll be awesome. That's gonna be great. That's a just. I hope that turns into something because that was really cool. So yeah, Yennefer, her whole plot with going back and meeting the bard, and I'm glad he came back, and he always I think he's kind of comical, um, but the Yennefer gaining her powers in the end through her self-sacrifice, um, and now she's gonna train Ciri, and Ciri's just gonna be an absolute boss. I mean, she's just gonna be. I cannot wait for her to be like a god. Like, she's gonna be so powerful. I hope anyway. Um, and I don't know. I hope they get more Witchers. I don't know how that's gonna work. Now that they got her blood, and I don't where. Oh yeah, there's a plot point. Where's that? What's gonna happen with that? But they're down to like 5 Witchers now. There's all these warring. Oh, and then you got the Brotherhood. They want Ciri for their own means too. They're almost just as evil. I think they're wanting the Brotherhood's wanting Ciri to keep out of the hands of the other evil people. So it's gonna be a huge fight, tug of war, and Ciri's right in the middle, and Geralt, he's protecting her, so he's gonna be in the fray. And then yet now we're gonna have our little power family trying to do everything they can to protect her and harness her power. And um, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I know this was an absolute ramble, but I really enjoyed the political aspect of all the different kingdoms, brotherhoods, factions, races, all these people getting together and try and wanting her power, and then meanwhile her unlocking her powers and being able to, well, the demon queen could like control those monsters, but it'll be interesting to see if she can. It's gonna be that's such an awesome power if she can do it. So there's just a lot of characters. There's a lot of different stories going on, and I'm looking forward to it. I thoroughly enjoyed this season. Um, not as many, well, not as many monsters as there were for the first season. I feel like it was a little more. The whole season was a little more focused on moving the plot forward for all the characters and all the just different people involved. So I'm looking forward to season 3 and whatever other Witcher media movie comes out from here to there. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I'll see you guys on the next one.